What's up, Internet? My name's Nerdy.
And I'm Clarus.
And this is the official, final trailer for Blue Beetle.
Which comes out very soon, and I didn't realize.
In August. Yeah. So The Flash just bombed hard.
Yeah.
Does that spell a dead reckoning for Blue Beetle?
Dead Reckoning. Is that
Mission Impossible
reference?
Dead Reckoning's coming out this weekend.
Oh, sure.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It was a bad joke. Do you think Blue Beetle has a chance?
Before The Flash, I was like, yeah, I think that there's, like, some excitement around it. I think that it being, like, a new actor, new superhero, new kind of story, that bodes well. I did not expect The Flash to do so poorly.
Yeah.
And I don't think this bodes well for DC.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either, because I didn't like The Flash. So, like, I don't know, but I love the first trailer for this. Like, I thought it was so fun. I thought it had, like, the right... I'm excited to watch this trailer and see where they're going with it, but I don't know. I thought the Blue Beetle was on that track, too, and I'm a little bit worried that it is simply going to be a case of people don't care about DC right now until Superman Legacy comes out and the reboot happens. Yeah. And I'm worried for this movie, and I'm worried for Aquaman 2. The Secret Kingdom or whatever it's called.
Its own shit around it. So
yeah. There's so much baggage. And the thing is, I don't think any of that baggage is on screen for either of these movies. It is behind the scenes stuff.
Yep.
And so I'm hopeful that Blue Beetle can overcome that, because I'm really excited for this movie. I like this character a lot. I love Blue Beetle on Young Justice. That's like one of my favorite portrayals of Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle. And I'm excited for this. And I like the trailer. So let's watch the second trailer and let's see what they're doing.
What's new.
I want to fly. Let's do this.
This is going to go poorly.
Yeah! You gotta force it to come out.
What do you... You're a genius.
Well, I know. But what'd I say?
Sick.
Did you know what was gonna happen to my brother when you stuck him with this world-destroying thing?
I think the suit looks sick. I'm fully on board.
I had no idea it would activate. It has to choose you.
So how do we get it to unchoose me?
Host acquired.
Who said that?
Systems checking. 3, 2.
There's a little bit of movement in the eyes that works for me.
Yeah, I really like the suit. I like the design.
Overreacting?
Yeah.
You kidnapped me!
Threat approaching. Engaging host protection. Threat eliminated.
Yeah, I don't know.
The government is gonna
It's
do
just charming.
when they figure out that some kid has this military tech.
We are going to change the world with the power of the scarab. It belongs to me.
Watch out, watch out!
Ooh.
Listen to me!
Red Beetle.
You got the wrong guy! I'm a nobody! I swear!
He's fighting Iron
It's a
Man.
place to protect.
They made the MCU the bad guy.
Anything, please!
Watch and learn, Jaime. Whatever you can imagine, I can create.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Right.
That love you feel for your family makes you weak. You're wrong. My family, that's what makes me strong.
Oh, I forgot how bad it looks.
Target the family.
Sorry, Mom.
Shit.
You are a superhero, cabrón. You're the Blue Beetle.
I could use that arsenal right about now.
God, you never ask.
Hell yeah.
I'm in. Like,
I know, it looks really fun.
I'll always be back away.
Filmed for IMAX.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it looks like a good time. Like, I'm excited for it. I hope it's good. I hope it does well.
I love the family angle. Everything we've seen from this movie, I'm so charmed by.
It feels like kind of like the DC's Miss Marvel TV show almost.
Oh, the family vibe.
The family vibe. Yeah, I'm really digging that, and that was my favorite part about that show.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
So I hope that it has that feel to it, because it seems like that's what it's leaning into.
Yeah, it looks like a little bit generic in terms of the superhero story side of it.
Sure.
The bad guy who's the mimic of his powers. It's the thing that's been done before. It's the Ant-Man, Ant-Man versus Yellow Jacket, Iron Man versus Warmonger.
The guy in the bigger suit.
Yeah. But there's just something really charming about what I think his name I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think it's Yolo, is bringing to Jaime Reyes as a character, and the family unit around him, like there's something about this that is just working for me, and I don't know. I hope that the nonsense going on with DC doesn't affect this movie.
Yeah, me too.
Because there's something here that is just like, it's what I want to go to the movies for.
Yeah.
Is the vibe that this trailer gives me.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And like sometimes that's all you want or need. Like, not every movie has to be earth-shattering, groundbreaking, high intellect, whatever.
Yeah, but I want those movies too, right? But
Totally.
we're getting them. We're getting Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
we're getting Barbie. We're gonna get the high intellect movies.
Yes, exactly. But that's what I mean. You something for everybody. Having something for everybody in the movie theater all around the same time is, I think, really important.
I think that what might really work for Blue Beetle is being the fun palate cleanse at the end of this summer. You know what I mean? Like, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning comes out this weekend. It's 2 hours and 43 minutes.
That's long.
It's going to be pretty heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to be a part one. It's another part one in a year of part ones.
Oppenheimer's 3 hours.
I'm so tired of part ones.
Yeah, Oppenheimer's 3 hours, 11 minutes.
Yeah,
so.
it's heavy as well.
Heavy.
Excited to watch both of them. Barbie, I don't know. I have no fucking clue what Barbie's going to be.
Yeah, no one really knows.
But, I feel like at the end of this summer of, duds at the box office in terms of blockbusters, Dial of Destiny's going to lose a crap ton of money. Flash is going to lose a crap ton of money. The Fast X is going to lose a crap ton of money. Like, we've had a summer of kind of, like, at least financial failures. All of those have fans to different levels. I think this movie might come in as a slightly cheaper, and really just like kind of a fun crowd pleaser end of the summer movie.
Yeah.
And I think that it might succeed because of that.
Yeah, and I'd be super curious to know what the budget is for this movie, because I've been seeing a lot of discourse online lately about how people are spending too much money to make these movies.
They're hard to make, though.
They are hard to make. They are, I totally understand that, but like some of the budgets are like getting out of hand. Like having stuff like this that doesn't have the craziest high budget, and then is like more of a fun movie that you take your family to, like that's how you make some money back.
In defense of the studios, I've seen that narrative too, and I think that the people who are pushing that narrative are at times unaware of how expensive COVID protocols have made filming. And I think that what we're seeing this summer is a confluence of two things happening at the same time. The first thing that's happening is the glut of movies that was on hold during the pandemic is all coming out at the same time.
Yeah.
And all of those movies had to either do reshoots or film right around the post-pandemic era.
And so their budgets went way over what they had probably initially anticipated.
Because COVID messed things up.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a lot of people being like, how did they spend $329 million on Indiana Jones? And I'm like, they didn't mean to. But we've both been on set with COVID protocols. We've worked on stuff recently.
Yeah.
The amount of money that it is costing to run those, especially a year ago, it's a little bit easier now. But like the film that the episode of TV that I was just on, they were testing 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Like that isn't free.
No, yeah.
And so those expenses that did not exist 5 years ago are a lot of the reason why we're seeing budgets in this weird period right now, particularly movies that filmed a year to 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Those budgets are going to be inflated by an artificial thing that is going to stop inflating budgets moving forward.
Yeah.
It wasn't studios mismanaging all these things. It was Yeah, and some of it is, right? I'm not saying that it's 100% is. I'm just saying that we just came out of a period where every piece of entertainment just costs more to make.
Yeah.
Look at Broadway. Broadway, it was costing some of those shows $250,000 to $300,000 a week to run their COVID protocols.
Yep.
Right? That isn't the Phantom of the Opera's budget did not suddenly become stupid.
Yeah.
They just had to deal with this real world condition.
Yep.
I think that we're seeing. I'm willing to bet that there are movies that spent between $20 and $40 million extra because of COVID protocols, just in terms of having to move shoot dates, having to test people, having to spread out hotels more. We're going to see a bunch of those COVID budgets not exist in movies that come out 2 years from now.
Yeah. It won't be the same.
Things will come back. We won't be seeing 300 million plus movies again. Mm-hmm. We'll be back down to 200 million plus movies that have a much better shot of making money at the cinemas, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
And I just think that there's a piece of that narrative that is missing, and all these people being like, why are studios suddenly spending 20% more on their movies? Yeah. And I'm like, well, because things happened.
Yeah. No, I think that's fair. I also wonder how much of that is like getting the rights to like remake things, because a lot of things are tied into franchises or like, you know, redoing something that they already did, and then having to pay to like bring like actors back who probably ask for more money because they've done this before. And so I would be like really actually very curious to see a breakdown of like those kinds of things, to see really like where the money is going and why. But no, it's
you never will.
No, I never will. But it is
unless
the
Sony emails leak again.
Well, it's not out of the question. But Blue Beetle looks fun. I really hope it does well. I am nervous that it is not going to, if I'm being totally realistic. But I'm totally willing to give it a fair chance, and I hope you guys will too.
And if you want to learn about Blue Beetle, go watch and you don't want to read comics, I recommend the comics, but if you don't want to read comics, go watch animated shows, particularly Young Justice. It's fantastic. It really is like one of the best animated shows of the last 20 years. I love it. And Blue Beetle is fantastic in it. If you want to follow us around the internet, you can. I'm at nerdynightly. Sorry. Yeah.
I'm at Claris Polaris.
That's fair. I did it out of order. That's why I messed up. If you like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. If you don't, hit the dislike button. Leave mean comments. I should not clap in the mic like that. Sorry. Down below, because the algorithm god is hungry and we must feed her. This episode, that algorithm goddess
probably
is
the Beetle, I guess.
The scarab.
Has a very like femme voice.
Yeah. I want to make the most inappropriate joke, and I just won't do it. I'll tell you off camera.
I'm proud of you.
If you do something nerdy tonight, y'all.
Bye, guys.
Bye.